A couple of weeks ago, my wife decided she was going to buy me something to be assembled. So it obviously wasn't for disc golf. It wasn't something as a hobby, because she said it wasn't a hobby thing, but kinda. So what she ended up doing was looking around for a wood-fired pizza oven. And they're about $500 at the cheapest on Amazon. But she found one on Temu, which is identical to the ones on Amazon.ca for $211 all in. And this is what we ended up with. So now we're doing our first burn-in. We're going to try to get rid of any nasty chemicals in there. Let it cook off. I've taken the stone out. Don't need to heat that up right now. It's been burning for about 4 or 5 minutes, and so far we are, what are we at? 400 degrees Celsius, 750 degrees Fahrenheit. Flue is open for heat. Apparently you close it for cooking. Anyway, there is a lot of heat coming out of there. You cannot keep your hands there. That is very hot. So, got some hardwood from my local wood guy who's basically not doing this business anymore. So he charged me 10 bucks for basically whatever I wanted to take. And it's basically all pellet wood and stuff like that. He removes all the screws. Anyways, he's getting out of the game, but I did buy a good supply of wood. Keep me going for the summer anyway. And I couldn't find my axe to chop it, so luckily Home Hardware just happened to have a half price sale on their axes. Probably not the greatest, probably not industrial, but hey, for making pizzas, should cut the mustard. Anyways, this is the first burn off, and we'll let it cool down, and then tonight we enter the world of wood-fired pizzas here at home. I'll check back in when we do that. Okay, so it's a couple of hours later now. It's actually 4:31. My wife will be home in about 15 minutes, half an hour. Cleaned out the wood-fired pizza oven, and now we're getting ready to do all the prep work. So to start off with, I have my dough balls that have been sitting out, and we get them from Taunton Bakery in Oshawa. We buy them locally in Port Hope. We go on to our ingredients. So we do have one vegetarian, but for myself and maybe even Gail will have some of this, chopped pre-cooked bacon, chopped cooked ham, pepperoni. On the vegetable side, we have mushrooms, fresh basil from one of Gail's plants, some Aurora roasted red peppers, and onions. We have black olives that go on there, as well as the usual cheeses. Mozzarella, we buy pizza mozzarella, and maybe intersperse that with a little bit of cheddar, a little bit of this and that and the other thing. I also put a little oregano on mine. I mix the oregano and a little garlic, basically minced garlic, in with my pizza sauce and spread that out and throw my ingredients on. The only thing I'm still trying to work out is getting everything to not slide off the pizza when it's done. I'm working on that. So our next phase of the video will be firing up the oven again and getting these guys on the stone. Alright, so first pizza going in.
Woo! Nice job!
So the first pizza's gone in. Realize that this is a pretty good size deal, but I think it's a little too big for spinning the pizza. It's catching the edges. Luckily I thought of that, and I have ordered a round one for spinning the pizza.
Yeah, it's near impossible to spin a pizza with this thing. It's just way too big for the... I may be better off trying to use a spatula if it's not too hot. Ooh, that is very hot. That is pizza number 2. Now I have to go prepare my pizza.
So pizza cutter, pizza wheel is definitely cheap ass. I'm gonna try it right now and see how it turns out. I think our dollar store one works a little better than this. Oh, I will say it is sharp. It is cutting through, but it's... definitely a little sus as far as pizza cutters go. Let's have a look at the bottom of one of these slices. Yeah, it's pretty black. We'll see how it tastes. So I will say, other than being black on the bottom, the pizza is actually pretty tasty. That could be me because, you know, my ingredients. But yeah, it's pretty black. I don't think the stone is very good in that thing. And my other stone was compromised earlier, as I find out. So now we're in the process of looking for some new stones that we can use. Again, Amazon or Temu, next day delivery, hopefully. All right, final analysis, final consensus. I can't change the oven. It is what it is, but I can change some of the parameters. First of all, that peel was terrible, and I already bent it. Secondly, the stone, I think, is really cheap. It's not very good stone. All it was doing was burning the bottom and not really cooking the top. So Gail has ordered a higher quality stone that will fit in here. It's rated a lot higher temperatures than we'll ever reach, and it can go from hot to cold without breaking. So we're going to go with that. Unfortunately, my favorite pizza stone, Gail decided to season it. So she sprayed it with oil. We put it in the oven, and it immediately caught fire and is now black. I'm going to try to save it, but I don't have high hopes for it. It's probably a reason why I cook, and she doesn't. I'll get in shit for saying that. Anyway, the pizza was tasty. Mine was a little overdone on the bottom and a little undercooked on the top. But that's the first attempt. Pizza oven is now already gone cold. It's registering nearly 0 on the thermometer. So, hey, for $200, yeah, I can see it. But you're going to have to make some additions, make some subtractions, and spend a little bit more money to make it really worthwhile. But like I said, for $200, it's a good start. You go and do wood-fired pizza. Hey, like, subscribe if you could. I could use some viewers. I've only got about 29. I'd like to boost that. And if you'd like to comment, please do, because I don't get a lot of comments. Anyways, I'm signing off till I do another disc golf or motorcycle video coming this weekend.